Let's work.
Alright. Welcome to Positive Living with Lolo. I am Lolo, and today I have with me Khari.
What's going on, y'all?
So I have actually been following you for a minute because Kaya, call me Kaya. She told me, she told me you're somebody that I definitely needed to interview and that you were super dope. And so I've been following you for a minute, and then I know she was she invited me to go with her to your video, but I had other stuff to do for the what was it, Active Ignorance?
The Art of Ignorance.
Art of Ignorance.
Art of Ignorance video shoot,
Yeah. And then I finally got to meet you the other day at my networking event.
Which was dope, which was fire.
Thank you so much for coming.
For sure.
Yeah, so I finally got to meet you there, and I'm like, dude, we gotta sit down.
Yeah. For sure.
So I'm excited that you're here.
I'm excited too. Thanks for having me. For sure.
Yes, of course. So you have a project that, when did it drop? Cincinnati.
It dropped May 25th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's been out for a minute.
It's been out for a little minute, for about almost 5 months.
And the Cincinnati is spelled with an S.
Yes. Cincinnati. The emphasis on like the sin.
Yeah.
Part. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah. So I mean, when I was conceptualizing like what I wanted to do, how I wanted to like, cause this is my first like project that I put out to like professionally. So when I was conceptualizing, I knew I wanted to do something for the city, and I knew I wanted to do something that was like that meant something that can like resonate with people for a long time.
Right.
And just me growing up in Cincinnati, born and raised, I wanted to tell a story like from my perspective about like just the messed up stuff I be seeing in the city, and also spinning it to where it's still good in the city and it's still hope and stuff like that. With like the violence, the drugs, all that type of stuff. So that's like where the sin part come from, like the Cincinnati part come from. Yeah, I just wanted to tell a story for real, honestly, coming out first with my first proper project for the city and just get that support from locally first, and then then we
So have you been seeing a lot come from that project? Or
it's been amazing. Like I knew it was gonna do good, because I knew like as I'm like writing this, as I'm recording, I'm like, man, I know people gonna feel this, but I didn't think it was gonna like do as good as it's doing. I was able to get on book a bunch of shows locally. I was able to like just connect with a bunch of different people that I wasn't able to connect with 5 months ago.
Right.
And so it's been great. And regardless of like the numbers is doing good, but what I really care about is like just people like resonating with it. People like, I get messages on Instagram like, yo, this album like is dope, and I really been living with this album. I really been like listening to what you're saying, listen to the words, and they like appreciating the art. So that's what's dope about it, seeing how people receive it and stuff like that.
I love that. I feel like that's like how I am too, very intentional with what I do, and making sure that everything has meaning behind it, because at the end of the day, this is all bigger than me, it's bigger than you, it's bigger than the music, and so I love that. You just dropped what was that God one?
Dear God, that was one of the tracks on the project.
Super dope, dope visual to it and everything. It was very creative, very simple but creative.
Yeah, word. What's funny? It was like I was at work that morning, and the idea came to me while I was at work, and I was like, all right, I'm about to just shoot it. I shot on my iPhone. Got a tripod, set up a tripod.
Shut up! So you just did it all yourself?
Yeah, I shot it, edited it on my iPhone all by myself. And I was just like, when I get an idea and it come to me, like I just like gotta do it, like right then and there, so I don't like lose that spark.
Right.
And so like the whole day at work, I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, all right, I'm thinking of the shots I'm gonna do, woo, woo. And then afterwards, I just knocked it out.
That's
just knocked it out.
Dope. I love that.
Yeah, thank you.
I love that. So you have like a strong energy. For sure. Like it's super positive, it's loving. Like the second I met you, I was like, oh, I fuck with him.
That's
like
dope.
Because I definitely and there's definitely a lot of people where I'm like, ew, I don't know. But you
no, vibes is real.
Yeah.
People be trying to ignore them.
Yes.
You can't ignore those vibes.
That is facts. Tell me like just about how you stay in that zone, especially now being an artist, coming out, going out, and how do you kind of keep grounded in who you are?
I mean, I look at it like you give out what you gonna get back, you know what I mean? And not even on like, I know when people say that, it might sound like a little fake or like a little, but now, I mean, when you just I just feel like you just gotta be, you gotta be positive out here. You gotta promote, like, you gotta give out the energy that you want to give back, and that's just how I move, man. For real, I just want to see everybody, succeed. I want to see everybody grind and get what they want. What
about when people don't give you that energy back?
That's cool. I mean, you still give it. I still give it to you. You know what I mean? It's cool. Cause I mean, at the end of the day, you never know what people going through.
Right.
At the same time, like people could be going through all kind of stuff. They could be, family member had just died.
Right.
Just lost a job. You feel me? Somebody just got broken up with. You never know what people going through. So you gotta give, you still gotta get that same energy. In my opinion, you still gotta get that same.
Yeah. One thing I talk about is your character at the end of the day is more important to your reaction to somebody else's.
That's fire. That's a bar. That's a bar.
Yeah. So that's important, and I feel like when you act as such. Yeah. You get rewarded in crazy ways that you could have never imagined.
For sure. It's definitely like that. I definitely agree with that wholeheartedly. That's one of my life philosophies, I gotta say. So yeah, for sure.
So let's talk about like daily routines. Like, how do you stay positive? How do you maintain this type of energy just throughout your personal life?
Yeah.
Being an artist, and I know your mind's got to be going crazy all the time. I've never met a creative whose mind isn't always running.
Always running. That's right there on the nose. Cause like every time, every day, every minute of the day, I'm thinking of something. Like thinking, and then I think as artists we get so like future focused, and like sometimes it's hard for us to stay present, stay in the moment sometimes, cause we always thinking of what's next, and what's to come. I got to do this, do that. But I think it's good to stop and smell the roses, so to speak. As for like what I do, as of recently, like the past, I would say, well, actually 12 weeks. So I started this book 12 weeks ago called The Artist's Way. Okay. I finished it last week. Any artist out there needs to get that. Every single artist needs to get that. Every single creative, whatever you do creative, read that book. I highly recommend it. It's called The Artist's Way. And the author, it's like a textbook almost. The author kind of takes you through this 12-week program of like recovering your creativity, discovering your creative self and all that. And one thing they suggest was doing morning pages, where you write three pages every single morning of freehand stream of consciousness thought, not thinking about it, whatever's coming to your mind at that moment, you just writing it down. And I've been doing that for 12 weeks every single day straight.
Now 13.
Yeah. So and it's something that's staying with me too, that I'm keeping even after I'm done reading a book. It's staying with me. So that it's been amazing. It's like it gives you a peace like in the morning, and then you start to see like I'm real big on like synchronicity and connections and stuff like that. You start seeing like the stuff that you mindlessly wrote, like subconsciously, you start to see it happen throughout your day, throughout your week and stuff like that, which is dope. So that, and like just I think people need alone time too. Like we need. That's good for me too. Take yourself out on a date. That's one thing else she suggested, the author.
That is one thing that I have not been able to do. It's like it's in the back of my mind all the time. Like, Lauren, let's just go to the movies,
literally.
Or let's just go to dinner.
That's your inner creative self.
Isn't
telling
that
you
crazy?
To do something.
But it's like me. Dude, I barely want to go to the store by myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm such like a people person. Yeah. But I am alone.
I'm the same way,
I'm alone all the time walking dogs and shit like that. So I'm always alone. So when I do get other moments, I'm like, damn, I don't want to do it by myself. So
like I feel like I don't know, I might be a social introvert. I don't know which, I might be a anti-social. I'm social, but I am introverted, I would say. So like when I started doing those dates, like taking myself out on a date, literally it was like I never thought it would be fun, but it's actually fun. Like it sounds weird, but you having fun like by yourself. And like I went to the movies by myself. I
want to do that so bad. It just feels so weird.
Went to museum, like stuff like that. So it's dope. Like it's been dope.
Did people like? Have you gone out to eat at a restaurant by yourself?
I have not done that yet. That's actually a good idea. I might actually do that this week because I do it every week. Yeah. That might be scary, cause I used to look at people eating by themselves. I used to feel bad. Yes, bro. I'm like, dang, they ain't got nobody to eat with. But now it's like,
go sit over there. Yeah, now you realize when you vibrate on a different frequency, a little bit higher, you're realizing, wow, that looks peaceful as fuck. Actually,
it's super peaceful. Like for real, sitting at the park by yourself, super peaceful.
Yes. Like, dang, I need to listen to that inner
telling you.
That inner me is definitely talking to me and telling me to do this shit. Cause it has been a minute that it's been saying that, so
yeah,
I feel like your confirmation of just do it.
It's lining up, then it's aligning.
Dang. So you've taken yourself to the movies. Where else? Like, what else have you done?
So movies, park is like a go-to. Museum. Went to the art museum, which was dope. Where else did I go?
No, when you do this, are you on your phone, or do you kind of just try to zone into you and what you're feeling? And okay.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just enjoying whatever I'm doing. What else did I do? I did something else. Cause it's been for 12 weeks.
12 weeks, yeah. That's a lot of dates.
I biked.
Okay.
I bike, and I need to get a new bike because the chain popped. But yeah, I bike. What else? Putt.
You went and did that by yourself?
Putt, yeah. Fire. Bunch of stuff. But like the go-tos was
Were you nervous when you started doing it?
I wasn't really, cause like when I was reading a book and she's like explaining this, like I got excited. Like I'm like, all right, bet I'm about to do this, cause like I'm already like, when I'm at home in my zone, like I'm already like, you know, I like that alone time. I always thought about that alone time, but I never thought to like actually get out into the world and do that alone time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I started doing, I was like, yo, let's go. I'm ready. Like I was like, I'd really be excited. Like it's an actual event like that I'm about to go to. Like so it'll get like that too after some weeks of doing it. Like
you're
dope.
like, yes, I get to go out with me.
Yes. Yeah. Let's go.
I love that. That's super dope.
Yeah, it's fire.
The Artist's Way.
The Artist's Way, Julia Cameron.
Okay, I like that. So there was another thing that I liked on your Instagram. It was you holding a sign and it said, ignorance is
a matter of perspective.
It's a matter of perspective.
Yeah.
I like that so much because I totally agree.
Yeah.
But I want to hear how you feel about that, where you came up with that, and how that concept is like a thing for you.
So when I was writing that song, The Art of Ignorance, I wanted a song for like the Cincinnati project, obviously, that told, because it was my lead single for the project, so I wanted it to be like, I wanted it to be hype. So I had to think of three things, like I wanted it to be hype, I wanted it to mean something at the same time while being hype, and I wanted it to be like a performance song where I can like, you know, like get people like hyped up when I perform it. So I think it covered all those three. So the underlying meaning of the song is like the fact that they think like we ignorant here in the city, or like by doing certain things that we're ignorant. Yeah, we might be, but ignorance is not what people think automatically equate stupid to ignorant.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ignorance is just literally the not knowing.
Right.
That's what the definition is. It's like lack of knowledge. So I'm ignorant. I could be ignorant to anything that I don't know. So that's what that came from. It was just like, and the perspective is like, you looking from the outside, your perspective is, yes, they're ignorant, but when you step in on this side, it's not. It's this is how we living. Like, you know, I grew up with I got a bunch of family members, you know, that, you know, was locked up, that did, you know, certain things, you know, and they just didn't know. You know what I mean? That's all they knew was the block. All they knew was drugs. All they knew was guns, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So that's all they knew. And that's where that piece came from, you know, just like seeing that, just trying to shift people's perspective. Yeah. Really, you know what I mean?
Which, just the word alone, perspective, is huge.
Right.
And that's one of the things that aligns with me a lot, is I like to talk about perspective, because what really made me see perspective is when I first started smoking, right? So I was like 19 when I first started smoking weed, and I would just be in there like super high and watching people, and people would have conversations, and people would have conversations, and they didn't know that they were both talking about different things, but I knew that they were talking about different things, and they were both confused, but I wasn't confused. So I realized, like, wow, literally in this one room there's 3 different perspectives happening.
Yeah, that's dope.
And crazy. The story from your mouth is different, the story from my mouth is different, and the story from your mouth is different of what just happened. Or I'm looking on the outside and I'm seeing that you both, I know exactly what you're both talking about, y'all don't know, and it's like, so that was, God, almost 10 years ago. And so ever since then, I've been really focusing on that word perspective, because it's like,
and
when you live a certain life, that's all you know, unless you're really open to perspective.
Right.
And
that's what really most of the issues that we have in the world deals with.
Literally.
It comes down to perspective. Racism.
Literally.
Sexism. Everything that's wrong in the world. It's like,
literally,
it comes down to perspective, bro.
Literally.
You know what I mean? So.
And that, I just don't know how to spread that to like make that like understood, because I'm like, that is such a big word that means so much.
It does. It's just, we just gotta hope like we spark something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how. I mean, if a bunch of people are sparking something, then you know, things will start to, you know, re-energize and things like that.
So with your music, do you ever plan on making stuff that's just like for the club or for this, or do you really want to stay grounded and being meaningful and intentional with everything you do? Or
yeah, for sure. I don't plan on doing anything that's outside of me, because that's like, people will pick that up. The audience gonna pick that up automatically. Like, this guy like faking, like, you know what I mean? I never want to be that person. I want to just make. First and foremost, I want to make music that means something to me, that's gonna resonate with me first, and then when I put it out, hopefully it like resonates with other people. But yeah, I want to stay grounded. Obviously, I have different sounds that I want to tap into musically, but as far as like my content and like, I want to stay like rooted in what my roots and stuff like that. Obviously, as I grow in my mind, as I grow in my, you know, my spirit, I'm going to obviously talk on bigger topics and touch on different things. That's going to change, but the basic essence of what I'm talking about, I want to stay rooted in that.
Yeah.
But, you know, developing sonically sounds, that's going to always change from project to project for me. I know.
Who is an influence for you as far as like the positive living goes? Like, how do you stay grounded in that? Who do you watch or listen to, or is it your family? Or?
Definitely, first and foremost, family for sure. I got a strong like foundation between my parents, between my you know, just uncles and stuff like that, loved ones and things like that. So definitely family first and foremost. That's a given. Outside of family, I would say one person that I don't really know. I pick up a bunch from like just a bunch of people, like, you know, a bunch of different things that I see, from artists, entrepreneurs, or, you know, motivational speakers, books, like, so I couldn't really pinpoint one person that directly influenced me besides my family, and the people that's close to me, like friends and stuff like that. But I'm like I don't know, I'm real sensitive to like my surroundings and stuff. Like, I soak up everything, so any piece of knowledge I hear, I'm gonna take it in and soak it in, whether it's from like a OG on the corner or something like that, or like a little kid or something like that. So
isn't it crazy how we really can learn so much from children?
No, facts. I work in a school system, so like I see, like, I'm interacting with kids every day.
What do you do?
I'm a one-on-one teacher.
What is that?
So basically, I'm just like, I just teach a kid one-on-one. He got ADHD and stuff like that. Like, he got learning disability. So yeah, I reteach him stuff. Like, I'm with him in the classroom and reteach him stuff that he don't necessarily pick up.
Do you move up grades with them?
Yeah. I've been doing it for 2 years now. He was 2nd grade last year, and I moved up with him in 3rd grade. So yeah.
Wow, how'd you find that? Like, how did you get into that?
I mean, honestly, that's one of my passions, like working with the youth, working with kids and stuff, and like teaching and stuff. I'm working on getting certified as my teaching license in the next year, so I'll be having my own classroom.
Oh wow.
Within the next year. So just finishing up my schooling with all that, getting that thing out the way. Never thought I would go back to school.
Yeah.
But here I am.
You're going back to school to be in a school.
Exactly. So.
Wow.
So yeah.
And you want to work with the youth, or you want to work with like more so the like youth that's behind, or I don't know what to say.
All facets really. I think all youth need guidance.
Right.
I think my outlet right now is the classroom, just because I can get my knowledge in that area. But like eventually, you know, once I get to where I want to get to with the music and things like that, I do want to do like bigger things as far as like for the youth and things like that, like maybe opening up my own school or something like that, creative school though, like something that's happening like, you know, the creative side of kids. I think that's important. That's like my biggest like philosophy as far as teaching goes. Creativity, like think outside the box. Don't get stuck into this curriculum, you know what I mean, that we've been accustomed to growing up, you know. Right. So that's I really that's a passion of mine, you know, just the youth, because I had it growing up, given like the situations that like I've been through. I always had that guidance, no matter what, even through like, you know, tough times, bad times. I always had that guidance, whether it was from my parents, my grandparents, whoever. So
Are you an only child?
Nah, I'm a middle child. I have an older sister and a younger sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's dope. So how old are you?
24.
Gosh, I knew you had to have been young. But it's really amazing to see so many people that are really 25 and under really like getting involved in some shit.
Our generation dope.
Super dope. Super dope.
It's
super
like really
dope. I totally agree. I think that it's a special generation.
It is a special generation. It's like we got.
And everybody's an entrepreneur. Everybody's following their dreams and really trying to do something. So that's what's really cool. Right. And I love that you are like trying to teach and be a part of the youth, but also making meaningful music. Like that is super dope.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, I don't take it lightly. So that's why when people say like, you do music, like I do, like, and I take it serious. Like it's more than, it's bigger than music for me. Like I want to like inspire people with it. Like you know what I mean, and like but. Be authentic with it and tell my story, and hopefully my story, like I don't want to be super preachy to you, but hopefully my story can like help you in some way, even if it helps you for a day. I did my job. So
do you remember if there was a time where you like thought like I can't make it out, and do you remember like at that moment being like everything's gonna be cool, and that switch up your mind frame? Or
for real, it get tough like when you're doing this stuff and you don't necessarily get the results that you expect, but you gotta like stay grounded and stuff, and like just be like, I don't know, just you gotta know your purpose, and like just know like it's always an end game. If you truly love something, just keep doing it no matter what. Like, but for sure for me it was just like, it was times where I was just like, you know, this like what am I doing, like, you know what I mean, for a split second though, but my imagination takes me to like, you know, takes me beyond that, takes me past that, and I like snap out of it real quick, and I just get inspired. Like,
I love that.
All right, off of that. So, but yeah, it's definitely trying when you're trying to like, you know, do this stuff. To be creative, because people tell you, like in society, they tell you it's like stigmatized, like don't be creative. You know what I mean? Like get a job, go to school.
Right.
Nah, like
work. Go home.
You know what I mean? Like
pay bills.
Which is cool, but. For me, it was just like I got something inside of me that it's like a spark that I need to get out. So
does anybody like in your family do music, or are they?
Yeah, where like my dad is big hip hop head. Okay. He didn't never make music, but he knows music better than like anybody that I ever known. Yeah. Since I was 3, I was listening to him, and like that's why I was like so. Like just a student of hip hop from an early age, because I knew everything about it because of him. But my uncles, they were rappers in the city. Like they were rappers, and all their friends was like my hood uncles for real. Yeah. Like so I got about like 30 hood uncles. Probably in the hood. They all rapped, and I was in the studio with them like 9 years old, like just soaking it all in and stuff. So
that's dope.
I grew up around all, and my grandparents, my mom, all musically inclined too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like they all did that type of stuff. My granddad, he passed away in 2017. He wrote poetry and stuff like that. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, so I always came from like a
line of creatives. For real.
Yeah, for sure.
That's dope. I always wonder like how do. Like I never grew up around anybody that did music, but it makes me wonder like if I would I be like some sort of artist?
Probably.
Because I used to love writing poetry and stuff like that. I had notebooks, but there was never anybody around me who did that ever.
I mean, sometimes it could just be influenced from like I don't know something else that you might have seen.
Yeah, I don't know where I started or why I started doing poetry, but I loved that shit. But to not have anybody around me do it, know anything about it, like when I say it, nobody in the family reacts because everybody's just kind of like normal working. Like my family's the traditional, like we go to work, we come home, we eat, we go to sleep, wake up and do the same shit. Right. And so I always wonder like what it would be like to have like a creative family. Like
my family's pretty dope, man. They always encourage like my creativity, like
that's super
like
cool.
they never like, especially my parents, they never try to like, you know, so you tell your parents like, oh, I want to be a rapper. I remember I told the day I told my parents I wanted to like pursue music, they was like, all right, like, and they got behind me about it. But like, you know, it's dope that I can have that support from them. That makes it even better when I'm trying to do this.
I always think about when I have kids, like, and they tell me, Mom, I want to be a rapper. How am I gonna feel? Because
for real, think like the average parent gonna be like, bro, get the hell out of here! Like, no, bro. Nah.
Especially when you are in the industry, or when you're friends with a lot of people in the industry, and you see what they go through and all of the struggles,
right?
How much they gotta work in order to pay shit just to be able to make this shit, make an album that doesn't hit streams to get paid for. So it's like, I don't know. But at the end of the day, like, I want to be able to support because that's so amazing. I want to have a little creative.
You got to,
follows their dream and feel excited about it.
I love that,
Do you have any advice to give anybody, especially people who, like, are trying to get into this, or, you know, working with kids, or anything? Give us any advice that you want.
I would definitely touch on the kids part first. I think I saw a stat not too long ago. This was really crazy. 2% of teachers in the public school system is black males. Only 2% is black males. So
really,
I encourage.
I don't think I've ever had a black male.
Yeah, I had one, 9th grade. I only had one. And then when I was in undergrad, I had one professor that was black. So 2 my whole life from. What's that, 20-something years? Two
I don't think I've ever had a black teacher ever, actually.
So one thing I encourage is more black males in the education system. I think we need it, just to see, you know, we want to see that you got to see somebody that looks like you, especially in these public schools. So any guy that think that, I got a lot of friends that coach back. If you can coach, you can teach. You know what I mean? You can teach an elementary school class. You can teach a junior high class. And I encourage. That's something I'm gonna be big on as I you know, build what I need to build. Is giving back in that way, and like being that voice to like get more for our youth and stuff like that. So definitely on that side, I definitely encourage that. As far as the art, man, as far as music, artistry, things like that, just do it. Man, just do it. If you got an idea, that's my advice. Just do it. I tell people all the time, like, you thinking about it too much. Like, just do it and get out. People be so like concerned with like presenting in a certain way. You gotta be. Unless you want to cover your P's and Q's with like how you want to brand yourself and all that. But sometimes that branding stuff be clouding our creativity to me. Just do it. Like I said, I got the iPhone, put it on the tripod, did a video that day. Your creativity
and hella people shared it.
Yeah, it was dope. Like I was like usually like the stuff that I just put out, it goes crazy. Like my freestyles, like they go crazy. Like stuff I do at the spur of the moment type of thing just go crazy. So now I'm just trying to like, you know, operate more like that, more so, just because your creativity will lead you in directions that you will never know. Like just do it. So that's my advice. It's simple, but like. People be saying like, I don't have this, I don't got studio time. I'll get a mic.
Right.
That's what I did. I got a home studio now. My old studio I went to got like shut down because of like other stuff, but so I had to like, you know, get my own studio. Just do it. Nike. For real, like telling you.
That's facts. I was literally just telling my friends that it's crazy how when I started this show I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. I'll just interview people, I'll just talk to people. And I would have never guessed a year ago that it would take me to the places of like the networking event and having people who want to just work with me, people who are reaching out to me, the amount of followers that I've gained. Like, it's been crazy.
It's all gonna come.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff that you thinking about, that's holding you back, that's gonna come. But it's not gonna come if you don't do it. So just
the networking event, I was so hesitant on. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I don't know. And then Master Fresh, the DJ that night, he was like, dude, just do it. I have a venue for you, and the sooner you do it, the better. I'm like, I don't know. And I'm like, dude, I'm just like, I feel sick to my stomach when I think about this. Like, what if people don't come? Like, what if there's 3 people that show up? That's not a networking event. He was like, dude, you're thinking way too deep about this. Just do it.
Right.
And 100 people showed up, and everybody...
Amazing.
Everybody got to connect.
And people want to do it every month now.
They do. We're not doing that.
Right, we're not doing that though.
We're doing it every 3 months because we're going to make this meaningful, and we're going to do it with intention.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. That's dope.
Yes, and so that's what we're going to do, but the point was just like, just doing it.
Yeah,
just
and sometimes it take that person to tell you too. Like,
there were so many people who told me, and especially when God sends you people and says, like, they really speak into who you are, and they're like, dude, just you have this gift, use it, and you're just like, I don't know. Everybody's like, this networking shit, that's a gift. I don't realize that's a gift.
It is. It
really
is, yeah.
A lot of people...
You helped a lot of people with that, seriously. Like, connected a lot of people that might have not have known each other. You might have connected an artist and a producer, videographer and an art, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what you did was amazing.
And the next ones are going to be even better, but I literally just had to do it. I was sick to my stomach. Like, literally, if I even brought it up, my stomach was, like, going in circles. I'm like, dude, I got to pee. Because, like, everything is, like, I'm nervous. And, like, there were just so many thoughts in the back of my mind and stuff. But just going out there, just doing it was an amazing result.
Yeah. If I don't feel that nervousness, I don't want to do it.
Really?
I got to feel that butterflies in my stomach. Like, that means it's, like... I mean,
you're right.
Me, you know what I mean?
You're right.
Those be the best things.
That's what one of my clients is like, you need to turn that, because she was saying that she was listening to a podcast, and a neurologist said the same feeling that you get when you're nervous is the same feeling that you get when you're excited.
Yeah, I heard that.
But it's all about how you're mental,
exactly,
and how you mentally choose to make those feelings. So you can either say, I'm really excited,
right,
even though you're feeling nervous.
Exactly.
You can say, I'm really excited, because it's the same things that are.
It's like the same idea with like fear and faith. Like, it's the same emotions.
Yeah.
It's just like what you put more into. Are you putting it more into fear, or are you putting more into faith? Like, it's the same.
Yeah.
You know?
So definitely that was some good advice. Right. Okay, let's talk about your clothing brand.
Oh, for sure. So yeah, BTB. It started out like, so my granddad, he passed away 2 years ago. He used to always say, "Be the best" to me. Like, everything before, like, I used to play basketball. Before I had a basketball game, he would say, "Be the best." Anything I did, say, "Be the best." And so when he passed, I like started doing like little freestyles called "Be the Best Freestyles." Then it turned into BTB freestyle. You know what I mean? And then from that, I just started noticing people like gravitating towards it, and everybody just started saying BTB, like. And so it turned into like what I like modeled my whole brand off of, like, and it just happened like organically, which was dope. And so I got like a few designs right now on the website. This is one of them, and I'm just right now I'm kind of like doing some rebranding with it, and building the film side of it, because I'm into film and stuff like that. I have a bunch of friends that we know we got some. I'm producing some films and stuff for them that they direct. And I'm working on some like screenplays myself, but that's down the line.
That's super dope.
Yeah, that's down the line dope. Once this music is, where it need to be. But yeah, film side, BTB film side. Then we got BTB brand side, and working on some new designs for 2020. Hitting the gate as soon as January hit. We're gonna have some new designs, different creative stuff. I want to do some different, meaningful like designs that people can. Simple, but it's dope, you know what I mean? Simple. So
we got the networking event January 7th. So if you can have some stuff,
that's perfect then. Yeah, for sure.
Y'all can buy some merch.
BTB. Yes, sir.
And I really like that, because I always preach too about, no matter what you do the best you can at it. Because at the end of the day, I mean, there's a lot of people who go to work and they're just like, fuck this job.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm only making this amount of money, or you don't pay me. But the reward when you literally just do the best you can, always, even if it isn't in your favor right away, the reward is always greater. And so that, I fuck with the brand.
Yeah, and that's funny you said that too, because like, I think on surface people think it's like a competitive thing when I say like be the best. No, it's like it's more so of an internal thing.
Yes.
Like be the best version of yourself. That's the whole slogan of the brand. Is be the best version of yourself. Because that's what my granddad meant when he said it. He's like, be the best that you can be. You don't have to compete with the outside world.
Right.
And that's just my motto with anything I do, with music, with anything. Like I know a lot of people like feel like they got to compete with their peers and stuff like that. And I did too. I had a moment where I felt like that too. But overall, I compete with myself, you know.
Right.
I'm trying to be better than I was yesterday, so that's the meaning of what this is really.
I love it. I like you all around.
Thanks.
You're dope.
I like you too.
Yeah, you are dope. This makes me really excited. So, do you have anything that you want to promote or let people know? I mean, we obviously go get the album Cincinnati with
everywhere.
the S.
It's everywhere. Cincinnati with an S.
He's got videos out. You can go to his. So what I liked was I went to your Instagram and I clicked your little like the link, and you can go through it and you can click the song and then you can go and pick what you're gonna listen to it on. And so I just clicked the Apple and it took me right to my Apple Music and brought me that song.
I like to make it all accessible. Everything on
that was really cool.
I had to learn that too coming in. That's something I learned.
Is Linktree a different? Like that's its own thing?
Yeah, Linktree is dope. I encourage for anybody that got like a business page on Instagram, get on Linktree. You could put all your links in one place, and so when you make a post and you say link in bio, it's already in the bio. You ain't gotta take everything else that you want to promote out of that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I got in my Linktree, I got all my streaming services. I got my website. I got like my Cincinnati stuff up first because that's what I'm focused on right now. And Linktree is dope. So I liked that. It seemed really organized. It felt really organized and professional. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad. Then that's what I was trying to go for. With that. But everything on there. I still got some visuals coming out. I'm preparing to like close the chapter on Cincinnati this month, and I got some shows coming up. October 25th at Arts OTA Halloween show for Black Jag that she's doing. And then October 28th will be my last like Cincinnati show that I'm gonna do, and I'm doing it at the Comment as a feature with Siri and Tribe and all them. So shout out to them for allowing me to feature at their open mic. But that's it, Cincinnati. Keep listening to it. Hope it live with all y'all. Yes, I love that. You want to tell people where they can follow you at? Yeah, Khari BTB everywhere. Twitter. Spell it, because Instagram. When I know Khari, it's KY. You're right. Because people call me Khari sometimes. That's exactly what I said. I said Khari. Yeah. That's exactly that. Which is, I mean, it's cool. I mean, I know people gonna mispronounce it sometimes, but it's KHARI BTB. That's everywhere. That's Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. You can find me everywhere like that. SoundCloud, all that. Yeah. Super dope. I really appreciate you coming. I appreciate you talking to us. I appreciate your existence because you are key. Like you know, people like you are so important. So important. That means a lot. That means a lot for sure. Yes. Yeah. So I appreciate you. That's it. Hey, we're good. We're Lolo out here. Let's go. Yes. Peace. Peace out.